So during the last winter, my car was parked outside and I didn't drive it. What happened, the roof liner or roof insulation separated. So this is the piece that sits just behind this little sunroof. And what happened, anytime I would try to open the sunroof and slide it back, it would catch on this insulation, it would get jammed. So to fix that, obviously, I need to remove the headliner to gain access to that piece of insulation that fell down. So the lighting is not the best, so I apologize ahead of time because it's quite tight in here to work. So to start with, we need to raise the roof to this position, and second, we need to remove this plastic piece. Carefully just put your fingers, or with a plastic wedge you can pull it down, it will unclip, and then you can slide it down, and I will show you guys. So these are just a number of clips on the inside that lock this piece to the sunroof. You see these little openings. Okay, next you're gonna see this rubber bellow. I removed already this side, so what you need to do, you need to pull it out of the metal piece that runs on the bottom here. And to do that, let's see if I can show this on this side. And to do that, you just grabbed it and kind of slide it like so. So you get it out all the way from the bottom to the front. Okay, so you free it. Then you grab this metal piece, it's like a rail, and there's a clip, and you just slide it out and this rail comes out. And you see, so that piece sits like that, the rail kind of clips over here, so this piece comes out. So you do that on left side and you do that on the right hand side. Now if you guys notice, I already removed that sliding headliner, but for you I'll just explain. So next you're gonna lower the roof and you're gonna slide the sunroof back. You don't need to slide it all the way, but kind of a halfway, and after that you can just push that headliner up and remove it through the top. Basically remove it through the top and slide it forward. So this way that sliding headliner will get out. It's fairly easy, and you can find there's few videos on YouTube showing how to do that. Well guys, there's a change of plans. Looking at the amount of work that's required to remove the headliner, and then after you remove the headliner, you also need to remove this, there's like a tray or frame that the sunroof rides on, and looking at the ratio of the amount of work required to a benefit, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna remove that fallen piece. I'm gonna try and show you if you can see. Just give me a sec. So if you can see what's happening there, you can see, so you can see that's the liner that's fallen down over there. I can have a better picture. So it's not that big of a piece, and also it's only held in the middle. a little bit. And you see the roof, this is whatever's left of that glue. So to remove this thing, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use a piece of cardboard or a thin cardboard, and I'm gonna try and put it on top of this, you see that round rod, so the glue wouldn't contaminate that, so I don't have to clean it too hard after that. And I'm just gonna remove that insulation, and that's gonna be it. Alright guys, so 15 minutes later, this is the result of my work. So you can see these are the pieces that I was able to get out of there, and you can see these are the tools that I used. Now, very noticeable, so if you look, that material, it's pretty hard, so basically it just breaks. I think initially that was a pliable material like this, but with time I think it just got hard and fell off. Now, interesting also enough, it's probably that problem was there already, and previous owner probably already broke some of the pieces, because as I can see, you can see this is the back side, but the front, as the sunroof opens like that, I'm already missing quite a considerable piece of that insulation. And what else I want to mention, that it actually, this piece fell on the sides and the front, but the middle piece over here was still attached pretty good to the roof, and I still have the pieces I'm going to show you that I have left in there. So that's the status. Now on the tools to mention, so you do need like a long ruler. It's better if it's a metal, sorry, not metal, if it's a steel ruler and it's thin, because it will cut this glue. I have the pry bar. That's not a really helpful tool, but a little bit. A long screwdriver and two of this knives there. Well, I think that's it on this pieces, so let's go and see what's left to do there. So if you guys can see, where is that? So you see I've cleaned up most of that stuff, but there's this piece over there in the middle that I still need to work and to get it all out. So guys, what I decided to do is to use this, and what that is called, this is called blue skin, and this is usually used in construction, and it's pretty mighty sticky stuff. And I think the width, I'm trying to remember, I think this is 9 inches wide, and it kind of matches the insulation width that came down. So I cut a piece about, this is 33.5 inches long, and the difficult point is gonna be how to get this stuff inside so it doesn't stick together, and placing it there. So you see it has this paper backing with plastic that needs to be removed. So what I thought I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just mark the center line and I'm gonna cut a strip, and I'm gonna expose the sticky part of it. So first I'm gonna try and glue the middle part of the center, and then pull this paper from the center to the sides, and hopefully that is gonna lay this piece inside. So it's not exactly as much insulation as it was, but at least it's something, and we'll see how that survives.
Alright guys, so here how all this story ended up. Unfortunately, seems like the footage got lost. I managed to save 2 photographs. So I made quite a few attempts to place that blue skin material in that cavity, and as soon as you remove the paper backing, it's pretty much becomes impossible to accomplish this task, because on its own this material is fairly soft and very sticky, and due to the fact that you cannot place your hand in that little space, I had to use some kind of a tools extension like sticks in order to get there, and to attach it evenly without creases, I could not do it. So I gave up on that idea and I started looking for different material, and what I found is this sound dampening material that is somewhat similar to the blue skin, but it's much more rigid and it has an aluminum foil backing. So I managed to purchase a sheet 12 by 24 inches, and that thing was attached fairly easy. On a first attempt I managed to slide that piece in to start it from the closest end, and you see on this picture I used an inflatable pillow to attach that material to the roof. So when the pillow has no air, it's a very thin, I was able to slide it in, and then using a compressed air just inflate it, and that applied even pressure to the material and made sure it adhered to the roof. Thanks for watching guys.